Hi guys, I'm gonna do this in vlogging style and I want to select the books to read in the month of July. I read most of the books that I wanted to read in June, so I'm going to also do the same thing, constrain myself or more like have a list that I will not strictly follow, because once I read one book, maybe I'll be more interested in reading a different book. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I have Gamal Worsley's One Way of Love, which I am currently reading. I want to finish this one and I will finish it, I think, this week. It's a good goal. I'll be able to finish it. I have The Observations, which is not here. It's upstairs because I read it at night. At this point, I don't even know which page I'm on. And then I have Aesthetics by Harold Osborne. It's a bunch of essays on aesthetics and making art and artists. And then now, these are the new books that I really want to read. These are the old books, and I've said Observations is not on this list, but it's upstairs. So I have The Penguin Book of Existentialist Philosophy, and it's a bunch of essays about existentialism. Do I want to read this? Probably not, actually. Now that I'm looking at the other books that I have, I might want to put this on hold for the future. This is going on my left. And then I have Humanly Possible by Sarah Bakewell. I really want to read this, so this is just a no-brainer for me. I want to read it, so I'm gonna put it on the side. And then I have this book by John Steinbeck. It has two stories. I have read The Pearl, and I want to read Burning Bright. When I read The Pearl, I just didn't feel like I wanted to dive right into Burning Bright because of how the form is very different. This is a very different type of writing, and so at the time I just didn't read it. So I'm going to read Burning Bright by John Steinbeck from this book. I already read The Pearl, which I found very heartbreaking, but also very intriguing. Genius writing. And then I have Philosophy Now magazine, which I need to actually read because this is the June-July issue, and we're already done with June, and I didn't make much progress on it because I just kept postponing it. So now I really have to read it. That's why I put the other book about existentialist philosophy on the side, just so I can get through this in July. So that goes on my right. And then, what is this? Oh, that's a postcard. Okay. I have Virginia Woolf's two books in one. I have A Room of One's Own and Voyage Out. I am interested in reading A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. It's the shorter version. It's the shorter part of this big book. So I've already I want to read it. It's no question I'm going to read this. So this is going on here. So I'm just going to read the first book and put this for the future. Yeah, that's the plan. And then I want to reread The Cold Nights of Childhood by Tessa Ozul. I read this in the winter of 2025, maybe 2024. I think it's 2025. And it was heartbreaking. I want to read it again so I can see how I feel about it. It's a very short book. It's actually like 76, 75 pages, I think. And it's very the observations, the way of writing is very much like a journal, but it's also quite fragmented because her memories are quite yeah, fragmented by this state of mind, and therefore I want to read this again. This is going to be a reread. I have probably shown this book quite a lot. When I read it, I also started listening to his back violin concertos at the time. I was also reading another author who was also into that. So yeah. Do I want to read comedy? I actually don't. I have another book by Freud that I might want to read, but I think I've already picked out too many nonfiction books, so maybe I'll just read this. Let's see. This is a book about writing. Let's see. Let's actually put that on the side and see what else we have. Ooh, this is artists. I am going to read this because I'm already reading art books, art-related adjacent books. The book by Osborne is about art, so obviously I want to read this. Yeah. And then short stories. Short stories are amassed every month for me at this point. Yes, yes. Yes, Kiss Kiss by Roald Dahl. He's apparently a children's books writer, so yeah. Colombian author Gabriel Garcia Marquez. They're usually quite short, so and very poignant and quite precise, and also very interesting. So yes to this. At this point, we might just say every month I'll be reading a Colombian author. I don't know how that became. Last month I read Juan Gabriel Vasquez. Yeah, now I'm reading Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Okay, let's decide on these two. I want to read this just because it's Interviews and Polaroids by Hugo Henry Tamarin, and it's about artists. I've already sort of started reading it. I don't know most of these women, but they're mostly women. I know a few. Marina, Kate Blanchett, I think Yoko Ono, and then I want to know about the rest. I think this is a beautiful and fun book, and also very, very full of, like, it's full of things that I couldn't find unless I sat down and talked to them. I wish they had Lady Gaga here, but I guess, yeah. So I think this is gonna make it. Those are the books I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna make a list. So Gentlemen Prefer Blondes is gonna stay on the side. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.